Leaders across the world and here at home have condemned US President Donald Trump's plan for the US to, in his words, take over Gaza. Eyal Mayroz is a former counter-terror analyst with Israel's Defence Force and now a senior lecturer in peace and conflict studies at the University of Sydney, and he joins us now. Welcome back to the program.
Thank you.
Eyal, what was your reaction to Donald Trump's announcement that he'd like to see Gaza as the Riviera of the Middle East, which many people are describing as a move towards ethnic cleansing?
Well, I think it's another outrageous statement by Trump. He's used to that. Should be used to that. The more forgiving explanation is maybe there's something behind the scenes that he's trying to get rather than what everyone sees, which is maybe a high schooler who didn't prepare for an oral exam is shooting from the hip. And the more forgiving idea is maybe he's trying to help Netanyahu cement his coalition ahead of stage 2 of the ceasefire. But we don't really know. Certainly, if the Americans were to have boots on the ground, if they were to pay for reconstruction of Gaza, if they were to evacuate forcibly the Palestinians, all of these are unheard of and will not happen. So the question is, will he walk back? What will he walk back? And what will end up to be the solution? Because there is a huge problem how to deal with the reconstruction of Gaza. Years in the making, what will happen to the poor citizens who are now coming back to rubble?
Does it, though, mark a clear shift in the priorities of the US government, but also the relationship between the US government and the Israeli government?
Well, there was a lot of expectations that Netanyahu will have to concede a lot to Trump, but this does not happen. Whether or not they are preparing something for that famous deal with Saudi Arabia, Israel, and the US, and how will that turn out, we still have to see. Whether or not Netanyahu will find an excuse to stop the second phase of the hostages. These are all the questions that were on everyone's mind, and we have not received good answers for because of that outrageous idea by Trump.
And Eyal, have you been monitoring reaction from Israel? How is this likely to be received by Israeli society?
Well, ahead of Trump coming into office, the Israeli right was ecstatic. Then came the hostages deal, and Trump became a traitor to the Israeli right. And now everyone is again, after this statement of an ethnic cleansing of Gaza, the right is again ecstatic. The center right is also cautiously happy, but certainly Israelis are feeling that the Americans are going their way, and there's a lot of jubilation in some parts of the Israeli society. Again, once this is walked back, I don't know how the things will turn out.
All right, Eyal Mayroz from the University of Sydney, thanks again for your time this morning.
Thank you.